executive producer, Mr. Matt Youngberg. And the co-executive producer and story editor, Francisco Angones. Thank you, gang. And by the way, happy Moon Day. Sort of appropriate that we're doing this panel today, as the moon's about to take over the Earth. But we'll get to that in a second.
I have not read any of the scripts for season 2.
Well, you guys have some more stuff to talk about. So
we do, yes. As usual, we like to get started by showing you guys the theme song, because it's so exciting. It always gets the audience pumped up. So. And nothing ever goes wrong on the DuckTales panel, ever. And so we are going to show
vary by the book here.
Yeah, so we're going to show you the theme song again, and it is going to be just the normal theme song, and nothing's going to go wrong.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You know her as Della Duck, Paget Brewster. She, of course, is Webby Vanderquack, Kate Micucci. Louis Duck, a.k.a. Rebel Bobby Moynihan. Could have been Turbo, but he's Dewey Duck, Ben Schwartz. Welcome, welcome. So, Matt Frey, let's start with you, because one of the big reveals in season 2 has been Della Duck and that whole storyline. You set up the backstory after paving the way with the mystery in season 1. But talk about sort of the challenges in going forward with that storyline, and what did you want to accomplish in bringing Della fully into the show?
Well, first of all, it's a huge challenge to bring in a character who needs to be as iconic as Donald Duck. It is Donald Duck's twin sister, and she, having her never appear before in any Disney media was a real big challenge to come up with something someone who could rival Donald in his character and enthusiasm. His enthusiasm is a little more based in anger and frustration, but her enthusiasm is a little bit more based in perseverance. But coming up with that kind of character was a real big challenge. Someone who we could say is like, yeah, this is Della Duck. This is someone who is officially now part of the Disney family.
Yeah.
And it was really crazy, because we have an amazing cast, and to find somebody who can just fit into the cast. I remember when we first pitched the idea of bringing Della back, one of the executives says, if you're going to do it, you have to actually do it, Like, you have to deal with it. And it's like, yeah, that's what we want to do. And we had, Disney maybe doesn't have the best track record with moms. And I felt like I really wanted to see a mom, like Huey, Dewey, and Louie deserved a mom that was epic and amazing and awesome, and felt very much in tune with every mom that I know, from my wife to all of my friends who are doing really, really, really great work and trying very, very hard to make it work. And sometimes it doesn't work out, but you still pull it off, because what matters is that you tried. And that was the idea of let's figure out how to incorporate Della as a full character and now in the main cast. And we could not have been luckier to find Paget for that role. I mean, she 100%. The first thing we recorded with Paget was Whatever Happened to Della Duck, the episode that is all Paget. Until some other things happened, but it was, and she came in, it was fantastic, 100% got it, and we're very, very lucky to have you on the cast.
Thank you for having me on that. Who passed? What movie star passed?
Meryl Streep.
Wow. Wow.
Who is now dead to me.
That could have been your first Oscar for DuckTales. But
Meryl Streep, famously terrified of ducks. She loved the material, hated the ducks.
let's little known fact. Well, Paget, talk about sort of coming in and sort of what was it that appealed to you in this role? It's a heartbreaking yet hysterical role. It required some balance.
I hope I'm pulling it off. It's really the most exciting thing I've ever auditioned for, because it was just so, in realizing, you know, I sent a tape in to you guys, and I thought, oh, I'm not gonna get this, and there's something, even when I finish, every time I record with you guys, I go home, I'm kind of exhausted, because there's a lot of fighting and yelling, and emotional highs and lows, and then you'll throw a song at me that I wasn't expecting, and so, but it's so satisfying, and you guys make it so fun, and the character, she's so many different things, and you just don't get the opportunity to do that. And when it's just your voice and your breathing and trying to do a squawk rage, it's really satisfying, and it's a heavy mantle, because I think she's a fascinating character, and that's what you guys created. So I'm just happy to come in and do whatever you want, and I'll tell them, you say the line, show me how you want it, give me a line reading.
It's never as good as Paget's reading.
That's not true.
There was one time mine was better. I'll cop to that.
Well, that point where Della first shows up at the door and she's trying to figure out how she's going to do it. I mean, and then what she ultimately chooses, his house, is hysterical. But at the same time, I mean, she's trying hard. It's hard on these triplets as well to adjust to their mom being back. For Ben and Bobby and Kate as well, you talk about from your perspective.